unreliable clients. I have one right now. We were playing phone tag, which is normal. It just started to get weird because I call him one day and he'd be like, I really need you. Please, let's do this tomorrow. And then I call him and his mood would switch. He'd be like, dude, I'm gonna have to block you. Stop calling me. I,
No way.
I see a missed call later in the day. I called him back and he's like, hey, don't call me. I was like, I saw a missed call from you. I'm calling back, whatever. I give it some breathing room, a week or something. I call him back and he's in a good mood. Let's get this started on Friday. After that, I sent him a full automated text saying how the launch call is going to go in 2 weeks and what to expect. I've always had my launch calls over the computer. This can be done virtually. We're texting back and forth, rescheduled a couple times, and now his payment's coming up at the end of the month here again. His card's on file, so it's just going to run again. So I sent him an email. I'm like, hey, dude, your payment's coming up on the 26th. Well, let's get a launch call scheduled so we can provide you with the most value. No response. All right, man. It's just really weird.
That's really irritating because then it puts you in a weird spot because you're like, I don't want to charge you if you're going to back out. Yeah, that is weird. So that 297 is his monthly. What does that include for him?
We provide him the website. We get him reviews. We do SEO optimizations. If he doesn't have a Google My Business, which he doesn't, right now we're setting up their Google My Business, which we might change down the line because it actually is time consuming. It adds time, dead time.
This kind of thing that you do, you build a website, you get their Google business and this and that. There's a setup fee you charge that's different from that 297.
No setup fees. It's just $297 per month.
So you were saying when he first signed up, he owed you something up front. Was that the original 297 for the first month to get the ball rolling on things?
He was trying to get around that and be like, oh, can you just build me out everything? And then after it's all delivered, pay you $297. No, you got to pay me up front.
I thought there was a bigger upfront setup fee because that's what I try to do. And I'm honestly having a hard time with that. I printed these out. I'm going to put them on windshields of trucks.
Nice.
I know it's guerrilla marketing, kind of old school. I figured it's just super simple what I do. And then there's a little QR code. So I got to keep those around.
Okay.
My business cards.
I went to a really small expo, a bunch of contractors. We're walking around. We actually had those one pagers. It looked identical. I mean, a QR code. Nice. We had our header on there, our names, photos. We didn't really end up handing out that many. There wasn't that many people, but that's a good way to start spreading them out because they're just sitting in my room right now.
I have a list of in-person home service businesses in town that have offices that I can walk in and just be like, super sweet, turn on the charm and try to get brownie points.
Yeah, that makes sense. Have you looked at the affiliate side of GoHighLevel?
No, I've seen some of their stuff where you can white label your automations and sell them.
You have an affiliate link through HighLevel.
Yeah.
You could throw it on your YouTube channel and run videos however you see fitting. You can go from the perspective of just, hey, this is how my day-to-day business.
It's not for obviously forever, but
forever.
What?
Yes. Yeah. So it's a no-brainer. That's why I'm starting early. What we're doing is really different and unique from other people on YouTube. I think it's just about finding your audience. And once you find your audience to follow, you're bound to get a few affiliate signups. I'm going to have a Skool Community full of workflows, my templates. I'll have video courses on exactly what my day-to-day looks like and what I did to set up my LLC, what I went through, just stuff that would be helpful to people who wanted to get started. I linked my Claude to my Notion, and I'm using Cowork to do this. Now I have my own personal bookkeeper for my business. The only clicking I do is at the end of the month, and I get the CSV file, which is super easy, of all my transactions. I throw it in Claude, and then from Claude, it throws it in my Notion sheet, and it just makes it so clean.
Dude, that's so sick.
It's actually game-changing. I made that promise to myself that I never let myself go on that.
Have you heard of Claude bot? If you set it up properly for yourself, it can be like having a 20-person team full time.
Wow.
I've also heard that getting it to that point is a straight up full-time job. I think the idea of building a dashboard every day, organizing your whole day's tasks and all the things it can do for you, I think it's interesting. I don't think it's necessary. I'm pretty good at organizing. I can stay pretty organized and stay pretty efficient. So I don't need it, but it would be cool to just open your laptop in the morning and good morning. Here's your next 8 hours. Right. Has the thing all dialed in. And I already called this person and set up a time for tomorrow and all the stuff.
Yeah.
But, knowing myself, I would spend more time playing with that than if I just locked in and just had some deep work. Thinking on business.
Yeah. For the Claude side of things, I literally just canceled my ChatGPT this month.
I need to do that. I'm on chat still. What do you have?
Claude Pro plan. So I'm just starting there. It's $20. It's the same
Okay.
as the ChatGPT Pro.
But there's more integrations with that than there is with chat.
Yeah, it's insane. It has more connectors, they call it, and you can connect to all these different platforms, and it can literally go and work as an AI agent. You're just putting a few more clicks in, but it's completing a bunch of tasks for you that you don't even need to advise. It can go to work overnight. Yeah, it's insane. Right now, for example, I have it give me morning briefings. Every morning, I wake up, I check my Claude app, and it tells me what's my highest priority based on what goals I gave it in the beginning and what I'm looking to accomplish this year. It tells me what's planned for the day. It reads through my emails and say, hey, this is an urgent email. I'd reply back to this. Or it mentions, hey, someone responded back to this. It's worth checking. It may not be as urgent, but take a look at it. I also have a YouTube competitor dashboard built out every day based around my competitors who are running affiliate videos.
Yeah.
I'm having Claude go in and do deep research, critical analysis on everything to find out what videos would be popular for me to post. It's really helpful to figure out what's relevant and what would be the best videos to put out.
Yeah. Dude, that's sick.
Have you heard of Merchant?
No, I don't think so. What's that?
Merchant, it's an AI SEO platform. It does all these different things, and you don't have to do any manual work as if you were to go in on your own and do it. It's been a huge upsell opportunity. I had a client on a 297 plan, and he saw so much value from it. I was like, the natural next step is to go to our 750 plan. And I upsold him to that plan using Merchant, but the tool is called Page. It's just an option for upsells. I'd recommend it. It'll show your client that you're actually doing good work and you're actually helping them.
Yeah. Just to get a better idea of your pricing and how you're doing things, I'm trying to find a good pricing model to consistently grow. I want to slightly increase a monthly, not wipe the setup fee, but then have them just pay for the first month up front, like you're doing. Do you just do it the last day of the month? If they sign on the 20th, they just pay you on the first of the next month.
Keep it the same exact day, and I haven't had any issues with that.
What about the second month?
Let's say I closed someone today. It's March 24th. They be billed on April 24th. So and then it'd be the same
today and then as well as on April.
Yeah, just keep it super simple like that. I don't want to switch things on there, make them think about the payments.
That makes a good point. Yeah.
So are you thinking about getting rid of your setup fee?
It depends because when I get into lead generation, that's a lot more of a setup. That's a lot of work. But I also need to look into the VA thing that you were telling me about a few days ago. If I'm creating meta Google campaigns and tracking all that, creating a voice agent and connecting it to calendars and SMS automations and analytic tracking and reporting, I don't know what I would charge monthly for that.
Are the clients churning earlier than you planned on?
I haven't had anyone like back out yet.
I think using the app, if they're not already using it, finding a way for them to depend on the app will get them super sticky month to month. Because if they plan their whole business around the app, then most likely they're going to stick with you because all their jobs are coming through there, the conversations, they're building out a full contact list at a certain point. If you can even get them taking payments through there, you're really building a sticky business. Even if it takes a few support calls with them, it'll be worth it in the long run. Also, it depends because honestly, if you're doing setup charges, it doesn't really need to be super sticky because you're making your money on that setup charge, but then you're really sales dependent.
That's where I'm at. I don't want to be too sales dependent. Yeah, it very much so is. It'd be nice to stack them up. Even if the clients are work intensive each month, at least I can build my client portfolio up.
Have you heard of Monis?
No, I don't think so.
Monis is an AI platform that just partnered with Meta, and it can help you run analytics on your Meta ads, which is huge. I haven't been charged for anything yet, so I've been running it free, which is nice, just to get a feel for the platform. I actually told Manus, what information do I need to give Claude? And what can Claude do that you can't do?
Why?
Claude is now my ad manager, operator. Manus is my data analytical viewer. They work simultaneously together.